We're going to continue with calculating with significant figures. This time we're going to work with multiplication and division. The rule is a little bit different here. We're going to limit and round to the least total number of significant figures, which means that we need to use our rules this time. So I have the rules right here. We're going to bring that up when we need it, just as a reminder. So the first thing we have to do on this one is to, 1, determine number of sig figs in each number. And you can complete the math, and then we limit and round to the least total number of sig figs. Then we do this. So 14.54 has 4 significant figures total, right? 1, 4, 5, and 4 is all rule 1, where all numbers between 1 and 9 are significant. Same rule, rule number 1 for this one. 7.4565 has 5 total sig figs, 5 and 4. When they multiply, this is what the calculator is going to give to you. But because this number only has 4 significant figures, I can only report an answer with 4 significant figures. So I'm going to include the 1, the 0, the 8.4. Everything else I'm going to drop, and I did not round, or they did not round the 4 to a 5 because what they cut off was a 1. So all of this went away because it would be reporting too much detail. Let's take a look at this division. It doesn't look like a divide, but it is a division. We have 7.23 as 3 total sig figs divided by 1.4, which has 2. This is what your calculator is going to give you. But because this number, the second number, only has 2 total significant figures, I can only report 2 significant figures. I'm not going to report any of that. But because this 6 is here, the 1 rounded up to a 2. And I have a couple more examples right here. This first one is a multiplication. 89.06 times 0.78 equals, and in my calculator I get 69.4668 be meters squared. This number right here has numbers between 1 and 9 and a sandwich 0. So there's 4 significant figures in this number, and this is a leading 0. Leading zeros are never significant, but the 7 and 8 are. So this one has 2 significant figures. Because of that, I can only report 2 significant figures. So I'm going to write down the 6 and the 9. I'm going to cut off the rest of this. Because this is a 4, it stays a 9 meters squared is the answer. Here is a division. So I have sandwich zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 significant figures in this number. And this has no decimal, so there's only 1 significant figure here. If I do the division, 501.01 divided by 20, my calculator gives me 25.0505 meters per second. And looking at the number of significant figures in both of the numbers we did the division with, I can only have 1 significant figure. So I'm going to take a look at this. I can't report any of this detail. And then this is 25, but if I round to 26 or I leave it at 25, I have 2. So I have to round up to 30 because I can only report one significant figure. If I report this 5, I'm reporting 2. Because it's a 5, I have to round up meters per second. And that is how we complete multiplication and division calculations with significant figures.